I've built a custom loading screen and main menu system from the ground up. This system handles loading and saving characters and items, as well as creating new characters. Everything you see here has been fully designed by Connor, and while it's already functional, I have many future plans in mind, so parts of the loading screen and main menu may change as development continues. I've also built a full build mode and inventory system from the ground up. Players can place items freely using a grid-based system, manage their inventory with ease, and interact with objects through clear hover icons. The camera has been fully reworked to support building, allowing for smooth placement and better control. This system is still evolving, and more features and improvements are planned as development continues. Build mode allows players to place and remove walls, position furniture such as tables, and fully control item placement using a green grid system. The grid boxes help guide placement, ensuring everything aligns correctly. When an item is highlighted in red, it means it can't be placed in that position, while a green highlight indicates valid placement. The inventory interface has also been custom built, featuring rotating buttons and live viewport previews that display each placeable item before it's placed. This makes selecting, previewing, and placing objects intuitive and easy to understand. The game uses a custom blue sim-style hover icon that is always snapped to grid parts. This ensures the hover icon can't move outside of allowed areas, preventing players from going where they shouldn't. The hover icon is directly attached to the mouse cursor, meaning it follows mouse movement smoothly and precisely at all times. As the cursor moves, the hover icon moves with it, staying locked to the grid. When the hover icon enters a house, the walls automatically become transparent, making it easier to see and control the player inside the building. Once the hover icon leaves the house, the walls return to normal, restoring full visibility. I also built full support for multiple maps. When the player teleports to the second map, the camera, hover icon, and grid placement system all switch over to a separate setup. Map 1 has its own settings, and Map 2 has its own settings, so everything behaves correctly depending on where you are. At first, the hover icon and grid were still locked to Map 1 after teleporting because the system was still referencing the original grid parts. I solved this by converting the camera, hover icon, and grid logic to rebind to the new map without breaking Map 1. Now you can travel to Map 2, back to Map 1, and back again with no bugs. The main thing left is adding more animations and polish. Map 2 is still very early in development, and there's a lot of work left to be done. What you're seeing right now is an early version, and many of the designs, especially entire buildings, are still changing as development continues. The goal for Map 2 is to give players a place to work, earn money, and shop for home items that can be placed back in their homes. Everything shown here represents roughly 2 months of development. This project is being built entirely by one person, me, Connor Curry. I'm the owner, developer, tester, designer, scripter, and GUI interface designer. What you're seeing here is the actual code and scripts behind these systems. Every feature build mode, inventory, hover icons, grid placement, camera behavior, and map transitions is driven entirely by custom scripting. This code represents the foundation of the game and reflects the amount of problem solving, testing, and iteration required to make everything work together smoothly. All of this has been written and maintained by one person, Connor Curry, handling every role from development and scripting to testing and UI design.